Okay, and our final award of the year is our Humanitarian of the Year. You know, I serve and look high and low for an Earth Angel, you know, an organization, one nonprofit that is taking on a really big problem. One woman taking on a really huge problem and deciding to do something about it. And this year it is an unfortunately, exceptionally huge growing problem, and she's taken it head on, and I'm so proud of her. I want to tell you a little bit about what's going on. If you don't watch the news, and I know some people don't, there is one crisis that's at play in our country and also in Canada. So I wanted to make sure that I picked an organization where the issue was relevant to both countries. We are North America together. Right now, yes, thank you, we are. Right now, every 15 minutes, one baby is born suffering from opioid withdrawal. About one life is lost every 2 hours related to opioids. The rate of opioid use disorder at delivery has more than quadrupled since 1999 and continues to be on the rise. The opioid crisis continues to devastate communities and families, and I want you to know this is a problem for all walks of life, all age groups, and all socioeconomic backgrounds. In Canada, 50 to 75% of infants born to women on opioids will need treatment for withdrawal. According to the Canadian Institute of Health Information, in 2016 through 2017, about 1,850 newborns were born exposed to addictive drugs, a condition known as neonatal abstinence syndrome. This represents a 27% increase in Canada from the years 2012-2013. The withdrawal symptoms can be devastating, from trembling to seizures, from tight muscle tone to sleep disorders and feeding problems. I just want to give you a glimpse at what's going on with the opioid crisis that we have in our countries.
911, can you please fire an ambulance?
I need an ambulance. My mom.
Hold on.
My mom is choking.
Your mom is choking? How old is she?
Yes. She's 47.
Okay, how old are you? How old are you?
I'm 9.
You're 9?
Yeah.
Okay, can you tell me
Yes.
if she can breathe?
I don't know.
Is there anybody else there with you?
No, it's just me and my mom.
Okay, try and talk to her. Is she awake?
Oh no.
Is she making any noises?
Yes, she is. I need an ambulance, but she's changing colors.
She's changing color?
Yes.
Keep talking to her, okay?
Or Mom. Mom. Mom.
Don't let her fall asleep, okay? Just keep me on the phone.
Or Mom. Wake up. Mom.
America's going through the worst drug crisis in its history, and is tearing families apart.
Okay. Who's unconscious? Who's not awake right now?
As Chillicothe and the rest of the nation struggle to contain the opioid epidemic, there's no doubt that the next generation is being shaped by it.
Okay, I'm gonna get you some help, okay? How old are you?
The question, which will take years to resolve, is how.
How old are you?
Jude Seidler is the unlikely face of a crisis. The precocious 2-year-old was born to a mother who used heroin throughout her pregnancy. At 9 days old, he went home with adoptive parents Ashley and Jay, and ever since, they've been bringing him to Dayton Children's Hospital. It's just one corner of a children's hospital that's had to adjust to a new reality, the impact of an opioid epidemic. In Kettering, near Dayton, Ohio, a former school teacher has opened a facility now to help newborn babies born dependent while their moms get help too. Brigid's Path, one of just 2 newborn recovery centers in the country dedicated to caring for drug-exposed newborns.
I'm very confident that we are providing as good, if not better, care than if they were in the neonatal intensive care unit. I feel like just hospitals in general are very intimidating to parents.
When a baby comes to Brigid's Path, they're transported by a transport team and make sure that we know what's the baby's baseline, how are they behaving when they walk in the door. The atmosphere is very relaxing and it's very calming, and we see babies respond to that almost immediately. Our primary goal for our approach to that baby is to maximize the use of other than medicine treatments. We call it non-pharmacologic management. Things like holding, cuddling. We encourage our moms to do something called kangaroo care or skin-to-skin care, because a lot of the symptoms that go along with withdrawal can be addressed by that kangaroo care or skin-to-skin holding.
I get to watch her grow, and I have the chance to get her back.
For Ashley Evans, a chance to hold her baby is one she doesn't take for granted.
I want to be the mother that I know I can be.
Baby Olivia was delivered shortly after Evans got into a car accident in January. She was 8 months pregnant and abusing heroin. She desperately wanted to stop.
Drug addiction doesn't mean that we're dirty people or that we're not good people. Between my mother's passing, my son's adoption, and my broken ankle, heroin was in my view.
I think I started to realize after I came here that I've always been a family advocate. I can really support the moms and dads and really just let them know that whatever they need, we're here for them. To see how that's changing lives and making a difference and knowing that this family has a future, and that makes it definitely worth it.
If I could invite every mom to Brigid's Path that is struggling with, addiction, I encourage it. It's given me a new family, and a family that I never would have had if I didn't come here.
They always say it just takes one person to step forward and create massive change. It's my honor to name our 2019 Humanitarian of the Year, Brigid's Path. Let me tell you their mission. It's to provide inpatient medical care for drug-exposed newborns and non-judgmental support and advocacy to improve family outcomes. Please welcome to the stage one of two in the nation, nonprofits catering to one of the most growing issues that we have in our country related to drugs, the executive director of Brigid's Path, Jill Kingston. Center stage where the 8 is. So Jill, tell us just what was it, because you're a former school teacher, so what was it that triggered in you the moment, I have to do something?
So my husband and I started becoming foster parents about 6 years ago.
Okay.
And every baby that came into our home was drug exposed, and I had no idea what that meant. But what I saw was these babies struggling. In the hospital, I saw them struggling, and then I started working with their parents and the struggle that they were having in children's services, and it just went on in our community, and I just felt some bigger calling that said, you have to do something more. And Brigid's Path was born just by the support of the Dayton community coming together and helping me bring my vision alive.
And how many babies? Do you know how many babies you've helped so far?
Yes, in the first 18 months that we were open, we had 51 babies come through Brigid's path.
Wow. Congratulations. It's amazing.
Thank you.
It's amazing. So what's your vision? What's the big goal for Brigid's Path?
The big goal is family preservation. It's getting these babies healthy in a kind, more gentle way so that their needs are met immediately, but then we wrap around the services for their moms and really meet them where they are. Some of these moms have been through so much trauma. We want to forget the past. Let's move forward and see what we can do to help them.
Okay, it's so beautiful.
Thank you.
So beautiful. And what I love about this is some of these babies need medical attention, but you're also very open to non-pharmacological, techniques and ways to care for them that really help so much of the healing we found out, right?
Right. So really that cuddling, that holding, that rocking is really what helps these babies. So the sooner we can get them from the birth hospital to Brigid's Path, we might be able to keep them off of medication completely just by, we have volunteers that come in 24 hours a day just to rock the babies. We have a full nursing staff, and then we have our neonatology team from Dayton Children's.
Yes.
I didn't know that was going to be mentioned on there as well.
Yes.
And so we have a whole team of people just there to meet those needs of those babies and then just work with the moms and educate them. And moms are able to room in, and we really prepare them for taking their baby home if they're able.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's get, why don't you hand me your mic so I can put it behind your back. Brianna's going to give you an award. I want to get these pictures taken really quick because we have a little bit more of a story to tell you. Okay. And I just want to make sure that you know that you're looking at the gentleman, Michael, if you will stand, part of the eWomen Network team who created the video that you just saw. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So what I want you to know is if you noticed in the video, there was a young woman, Ashley, and she was talking about how her little baby, Olivia, who was born opioid addicted, exposed, came to you.
Yes.
Right? And so I thought maybe it would be of value to you to meet Ashley and to see her beautiful baby 18 months later today, Olivia. So Ashley, why don't you tell us a little bit about what got you into the situation where you needed some help? Would you like to hold that? Oh,
You want to hold it?
Oh, I think that's a future emerging leader all ready to go. Hi, precious. You can hold it. You can hold it, sweetie. No. Okay.
So I had a lot of trauma growing up. My mom was also addicted. So I had a lot of events happen in my life that kind of, I broke an ankle, was prescribed pain medication, and then I was in a car accident, had Olivia. I was 8.5 months pregnant. She was born a little early and drug exposed. And when I saw her, I knew that that was the end of everything, as I knew it before. The drugs, anything that the activity I was hanging out with.
Everybody needs a reason. Yes. You got a good one right there.
Yes. So I just saw her and I knew that a change needed to be made.
Well, I love the stories, right, of women who have had their challenges and been able to pick themselves up You are a role model on many levels, and I want you to know that. And I am honored to know you. I'm proud of you. I would love to stay connected with you and little Olivia, right? And Brigid's past. She's spicy. She's my kind of baby right there. I just know it. I just know it. And I just want you to know, for you sharing your story, it's okay, you got it? Thank gosh you can pick it up, because I couldn't bend down that bar. Just don't drop that baby. I'm going to be looking at her like... Okay, so we want you to know that we met with our managing directors who were on stage earlier. You saw them. They represent almost all of the women here. We do have a number of women here that aren't from cities that have chapters, but I did talk to the ones on Tuesday that are here. I shared the video and I shared your story, and I asked them, would you help me raise money for Brigid's Path to make a difference in the continued work that you're doing that might allow you to expand and serve more babies and help more moms so that they can be reunited with their babies, which should be our ultimate goal. And as a result of our time together, if you turn to the left, Brianna is going to reveal to you a pledge of over $35,000. That we're going to take between now and the first of the year to what I tell you, get a picture of that. Get a picture of that. She stole the show. She stole the show. Look, and she knows it. She knows it. And we're so excited for you, Jill. Okay, thank you for all the work that you're doing. We're so excited about the opportunities we're providing for you to continue to do your great work in the world. You're an earth angel.
Well, thank you.
You are an earth angel.
I have a lot of amazing
Thank you.
people that help us.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
There we go.